Hello, I'm Gina Van Leeuwen, wellness speaker, author, and coach. Now, if you're watching this video, it's likely because you have a little too much love for sugar. Maybe you're experiencing some of the health issues that come along with sugar addiction, like anxiety, depression, fatigue, thyroid problems, hormone imbalances, diabetes, or some other type of dis-ease in the body. I want you to know, though, you're not alone. So many women are addicted to sugar. And it's not just the sweets that are the problem. Simple carbohydrates like bread and pasta contribute to the addiction. Now, long before I became a certified health coach, I too was addicted to sugar. I remember thinking that I'd rather sacrifice my right arm than give up bread, pasta, or sugar. I was very addicted, but I learned that it didn't have to be that way. I did not have to be controlled by my food. I discovered the secrets that helped me break free from this terrible addiction that was negatively affecting me both physically and emotionally. Since then, I've helped hundreds of people break free from sugar addiction without going through the deprivation that comes with so many diet programs.
Now, imagine never having to diet again. No more fad diets. Now, these may seem to work for a small percentage of the population, but they fail for most because number one, they assume everybody's body is exactly the same. And number two, they're typically some form of deprivation. So, no more deprivation. The mind is far more powerful than the rest of the body. If you're living in deprivation, you're definitely going to experience some cravings and maybe even gain weight. The reason why most people won't lose weight by skipping meals is because when you skip a meal, your body thinks it's starving and it's going to store the next meal as fat, so it has what it needs the next time you starve it. Another thing is no more counting calories. This approach doesn't work either. Now, some experts will tell you that a calorie is a calorie, but that is not true. It's not the whole picture. If you have a 120 calorie apple and a 120 calorie donut, according to many experts, your body's going to process the calories the same, and that's not true. You see, the apple contains fiber and nutrients, so your body knows exactly what to do with it. The donut, however, is what we call empty calories and it's void of fiber and nutrients. This type of calorie is more likely to be stored as fat versus utilized for your body's immediate needs. I would much rather you eat a 200 calorie content of fresh fruit than even 100 calories of processed sugar that's going to harm your body in some way. So it's really more about doing what's right for your body than counting calories and depriving yourself. So, no more cookie cutter approach. You are a unique individual and you should be treated as such. What works for someone else may not work for you, and vice versa. What does work is learning what food and lifestyle choices are the best fit for you and slowly integrating changes so that it become a new way of life for you.
Kicking the sugar habit is really a lot easier than it seems when you have the right tools and the support you need. Here's what one of my clients had to say.
After being stuck in a cycle of unhealthy habits, I turned to you for help. I can't sing your praises loud enough. You taught me how to discover for myself why I could not escape the cycle of binge eating, self sabotage, and poor decisions. You have been patient, understanding, and encouraging, never judging, but always encouraging me to discover more about myself. With your positive encouragement, I have developed the tools to make healthy choices. No more self sabotage, no more binge eating, no more poor decisions. Just happy and healthy. Thank you, Sabrina.
Now, there's definitely a method to overcoming addiction. It's all about providing what the body needs, whether physically or emotionally. By using tried and true techniques, I can help you discover what you really need and help you incorporate healthier options in a way that's fun and exciting and provides sustaining results. Now, it's been over a decade since I beat my sugar addiction, and I can tell you that freedom from food control is absolutely amazing. I eat what I want when I want and never have to deprive myself. But the incredible thing is, I don't even want the bad stuff. My mind and body no longer have a need for that. But it's not just about overcoming the addiction, it's about creating a life that allows you to be the best possible you, to reverse the dis-ease in your life, and create more flow and abundance in all areas. And I'd like to take a moment to share some of the results that a few of my other clients have achieved by working with me.
This is Renee. When I first started working with Renee, she had chronic fatigue, congestion, muscle weakness, and soreness. She actually had fibromyalgia, neck and lower back pain. She would have diarrhea within an hour of eating. She had anxiety, brain fog, premenstrual syndrome, cravings for sugar. After we worked together, her energy was much improved. congestion relieved, the muscle issues disappeared, her neck and back pain reduced, her bowel movements normalized. That was a huge thing for her to be able to have normal bowel movements. Anxiety disappeared, the brain fog cleared, her PMS improved, her cravings were reduced. Here's what she had to say. I cannot tell you how much you have changed my life with my eating habits. Within the first month, I had more energy and normal elimination patterns. Within 2 months, I got even better and had no more muscle soreness. I never realized before I started working with you how well I didn't eat. I feel like I have a better grasp on my eating habits now and owe you a tremendous thank you. I am so happy we were able to work together and you have given me so much information that will continue to be valuable in my life, Renee. Such a wonderful story. She was really not in a good place before and was very happy afterwards. So I love that story. This is Lacey. When we first started working together, she was about 100 pounds overweight with high blood sugar on medication for diabetes, sleep apnea, and digestive issues. After working together, she reduced her weight by 45 pounds. She was off her blood sugar medication because her blood sugar was normalized. Sleep apnea improved and her digestion improved. Here's what Lacey had to say. Thanks for all the guidance you have given me. It's been very helpful and in some cases life-saving. I have lost 45 pounds and no longer need my diabetes medication. I feel a lot healthier now, not just physically, but mentally. I feel like I found the answer to my wellness problems and it wouldn't have been possible without your help. I truly cannot thank you enough. Lacey. This is Somia, and Somia was a little bit different. She presented with some physical symptoms, but really was most of it was emotional. She thought it was about the food, but most of it was about the mindset. So when she came to me, she had stress and anxiety. She felt lost and disconnected, really lacked self-confidence. She had a lot of cravings, disrupted sleep, acne, hair loss. She was a little bit overweight, PMS, and had knee pain. After she learned ways to manage her stress and anxiety, she found her passion, which is pretty amazing if you knew her and understand where she was and then where she ended up. It was just a remarkable transformation for her. She felt more energetic and confident, reduced her cravings, improved her sleep patterns, her skin and hair improved, her knee pain was reduced. And I wish that I had a before picture here because the before and after was absolutely remarkable. I love this picture of her here. She started traveling the world and doing yoga retreats all over the world. And she was in another country here. I can't remember which one, but you can see that she's very, very happy. She said, I've learned a lot from working with Gina. Most importantly, I learned some techniques to help me in my daily life. I found ways to make checklists fun, set goals, and create a path to reach them. I also have the tools I need to exercise properly for my body type. I've increased my knowledge of foods and eating that has helped me to better manage, to better judge to help me to be a better judge of what is good for me. I began to branch out and find other things that work within my dietary needs. Others have commented that I am more confident now. I am definitely more relaxed and not worried about my future. Having Gina as my personal health coach helped me get on track to discovering who I am and where I want to go in life. Somia.
Now, these are just a few of the hundreds of individuals I've been able to help over my many years of practice. I do what I do because it works. Now, having recovered from a myriad of health issues myself, I am so very passionate about empowering others to take control of their own health and well-being. And I'd like to share with you my 4-step strategy and how I can help you break free from sugar addiction, deprivation, and food control.
So here's my 4-step strategy. Number 1 is to shift your mindset. Number 2, create clear goals. Number 3, identify your unique blueprint. And number 4, implement changes. And let's just take a little closer look at each of these. Now, step 1 to transforming your life is to shift your mindset. We work in depth to help you uncover emotional and mental obstacles that have been keeping you stuck in a pattern of what I call dis-ease. Dis-ease or disease is merely a lack of ease or flow in the body. So I help you create this flow in your life. I'm actually working with a client right now, and after a couple of weeks, her mindset completely shifted. And she said to me the other day, I can't believe how much life is easier when I'm in the flow. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's so true. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting out of your own way. And so that's what we do in the beginning is basically help you get out of your own way. Step number 2 is to create clear goals. How can you hit your target if you don't even know what it looks like or where it is? I'll give you an example. If I dropped you in the middle of a forest with a bow and an arrow and asked you to find and shoot the center of a target, you would probably have a pretty difficult time. But if I dropped you in the same place with a map of the location of the target and a description of what it looked like, you would probably be able to locate and hit that target. So essentially what I do is I help you create clear goals that you can actually achieve. Step number 3 is to identify your unique blueprint. You're not me or your mother, father, sister, brother, friend, etc. There's only one of you. You are a completely unique individual and should be treated as such. Now, there are commonalities between individuals that can help you guide yourself to your ideal blueprint, but basically I help you rediscover your intuition and identify what food and lifestyle choices are optimal for you and how to adjust them when needed. Now, if you're living within your own balance, you will absolutely thrive. Step number 4 is to implement changes. A goal is nothing without action. So taking action is obviously very important. And implementation is probably the trickiest part for people because they get distracted and sometimes confused. Plus, they try to move right to this step without doing steps 1 through 3, which are so critical. So implementation can be daunting because it's associated with deprivation, and that's not the case with my program. I mentioned this before. We don't do deprivation. We don't take away from people. What I do is work to crowd out and replace unhealthy choices with healthier choices. It's really a lot easier than you think. And plus, along the way, you have me available to support you to stay on course and take action. Now, what if you don't make changes? Well, that's easy, then your life won't change. I love Tony Robbins' quote. He says, by changing nothing, nothing changes. He also said, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. But worse, you actually might become like this stagnant pond, which became infested with bacteria, eventually got choked out, animals can't live in it anymore, and the pond essentially became diseased. And you could be like this stagnant pond if you don't make changes in your life. That's what invites disease to come into your life. Now, what's the cost of disease? Well, according to the American Diabetic Association, people diagnosed with diabetes incur an average medical expenditure of about $13,700 per year. Now, that was as of 2012. Since then, I'm sure it's increased considerably. According to the American Heart Association, a heart attack costs about $8,000, which takes 1 in 4 lives every year, by the way, and a stroke costs over $23,000. Autoimmune, now this is a big one because it now affects 1 in 20 people. And unlike a heart attack, which usually takes people quickly, autoimmune is a slow, very painful, and expensive death. It's responsible for more than $100 billion in total annual healthcare costs. That's actually more than cancer. Disease is expensive, so what's it costing you? And if you don't know the answer, I'm going to challenge you to find out, not just for you, but everybody in your household. Include all the medications, sick days, if you're not paid for sick days. And if you've never done this before, this is a really good exercise to go through. It's very telling. Here's my story, a little bit about me and my medication costs when I used to be on prescription meds. By my mid 20s, I was prescribed about 7 medications, and let's just say I took 5 of them regularly. I know for sure 5 of them that I took regularly, and there were probably a bunch more, but I just don't remember. So back then, with my insurance, prescriptions cost about $15 a day. Today, they would cost at least $35. So let's just average that out over the years, and that would equate to about $125 a month, which is $1,500 a year. Now, this is the interesting thing. Had I continued to take this medication for the past 25 years, I would have paid more than $37,500. And that does not even include over the counter medications, which I also took, and birth control, which I also took and didn't need, by the way. That's $37,000 in medication that was never going to make me well. Imagine what you could do with $37,000. Today, I take zero medication because I learned to guide my body back into balance. Now, this is the old paradigm. Patient has a symptom, patient sees a medical doctor prescribes medication, Medication masks or suppresses symptom, and problem remains unsolved. So let's shift the paradigm here. Individual has a symptom and realizes this is a warning sign that something's out of balance in the body. Individual works to remove barriers or provide the body what it needs to rebalance. Problem solved. The solution is simple. Just follow the program. It's really that simple. It's amazingly powerful when you just go back to the basic fundamental principles of nature. And results are inevitable. When you make positive changes, you see results. Now, earlier I showed you results from several of my clients who had more complicated profiles. Now, with Mary, this was a more simple profile, yet it was very profound for her. She had chronic fatigue and debilitating pain. We just made some shifts and she was able to increase her energy and reduce the pain to the point that she's virtually pain-free unless she's under extreme stress. Now, here's what she had to say. Ever since my second child was born, I suffered from fatigue and debilitating pain from endometriosis. I thought I lived a healthy lifestyle and probably did compared to the average American. However, it wasn't enough. With changes my health coach helped me make, I regained my energy, reduced my pain, and became a happier, healthier, and more productive person. Not only did my health improve, but my whole family benefited. My husband's cholesterol was reduced, and my children rarely get sick. Mary. Now, are you a little afraid? Is the idea of change a little bit scary? If so, I understand. Change can be scary. I've been there many times. But the only difference between successful people and unsuccessful ones is that the successful people don't let fear debilitate them and keep them from taking action. It's completely natural to experience fear. You just don't want to let fear drive your decisions. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. I love this quote by Theodore Roosevelt. Don't let fear debilitate you and keep you from living the life that you were born to live. If all you have is a ray of hope that your life can be different and better, that's all you need. With just a little hope, you can do amazing things. And I'm here to help you. I would like to offer you an opportunity to participate in my 90-day transformation program. In this remarkable program, I offer you a 1-year membership to what's called the Healthy Habits Academy. It's a done-for-you coaching program that walks you step by step through the process of self-discovery and transformation. It provides goal-setting techniques to help you create clear, attainable goals and stay focused on what you want to achieve. A digital copy of my cooking guide. It's called I'd Rather Scrub Toilets Than Cook, Tips to Getting in and Out of the Kitchen Quickly. That also includes 50 simple, easy, and delicious healthy recipes. I also provide tips on how to boost your immune system and maintain good health and well-being even through the cold and flu season. Plus, and this is the great piece, you get weekly group coaching for 3 months to fine tune your program and support you along the way. And here's a sample of the program. This is Module 5 of the Healthy Habits Academy program. The awesome thing about this program is that by the time you get to Module 5, your cravings should have already subsided. This module will help you further dissect your cravings and give you the tools you need to mitigate them in the future. Each module has an educational video with specific actions for you to take and then a follow-up audio to ensure that you're progressing through the program. It's designed to allow you to go at your own pace and incorporate concepts that you feel are appropriate for your individual needs. You even get additional support you need by joining our weekly group calls. And during the calls, you can ask questions, share your successes and challenges, and learn from others in the group. These are powerful calls that will inspire you to take action and continue moving forward. The calls are also recorded in case you miss one or in case you'd like to refer back to the information that was available. Now you have a choice. Every moment of every day, you have a choice. You can choose to stay stuck in the same pattern, or you can choose a better life for yourself, a life that's happier, healthier, free from sugar addiction, deprivation, and food control. It all starts with a decision.
You have the opportunity to be part of something life-changing, something that you can even pass along to the next generation or to others that you love. So today I invite you to make a decision to take control of your own health and well-being. Learn what food and lifestyle choices are right for you and break free from the sugar addiction as well as the other things that have been holding you back in your life. You were born to be healthy and happy, and you can be with the right tools and support. Don't wait to make this decision. What happens when you wait is that your desire for change wanes, and then you fall back into your old funk. So I'm going to offer you a little incentive to help you make this decision right now. If you register for this 90-day transformation program right now, I'm going to offer you a personal one-on-one session with me during any point of your program. So not only will you get group support from me and the others going through the program, but you will also receive this customized personal session with me to fine-tune your program. Now, I'm only going to offer this for the first 20 people who register, so don't wait to take advantage of this offer. Now, I may not have met you yet, but I can tell you with all sincerity that I am genuinely excited to work with you. I want to help you break free from the sugar addiction and create the life of your dreams. I hope to see you soon.